There exists an intricate bond between our capacity to become fully human, the gift of loving and being loved, and the ability of sharing. Parents instinctively recognize this bond in the development of their children. Share with your brother, share with your sister. This is the crucial developmental transition towards shared intentionality, experience, and moral values. For love to be love, it must give itself totally and freely, and without expectations. As soon as we attach a reward to the act of sharing, this love becomes a transactional commodity, a charade. A child maturing by itself in the wild is unable to enter into any love bond relationship, and moves into adulthood without anything that vaguely resembles a culturally competent person. From this void, the range of disorders that infest our world since the time of Cain and Abel are characterized by a lack of empathy and remorse, callous aggression and violence, a hypersensitivity towards criticism or rejection, glibness, shallow affect and manipulation. These are all the symptoms and cries for help. Without love there is an emptiness within the center of our being that nothing else can fill, and so always at war with itself, it must shout out its desperate need. Look at me, I am deserving, I am the one, the first, the greatest, the best. Yet in the silence of solitude, it is the gentlest breath of the Spirit, our soul, that is touched by the sovereign source of all that is. This is the love that must forever, in this present age called now, give everything that it is to the other. Love knows and acknowledges the other, and can do no other, because love flows with light that is both separate entities, yet also one with the other. The minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They are in each other all along. Love totally given, totally received, and totally returned. This is not hierarchical, but a dynamic dance to the music of creation. Love could never look on the beloved in grey, drab attire, while itself sitting in embroidered silk upon a throne. For love must give everything to the other. Love discarded for one is love discarded for all. Love forgotten for one is love forgotten for all. Forgotten and discarded, no longer considered of any value. The sadness of our elderly and our babies now abandoned at hospital doors, so that we may enjoy our Christmas holidays. How many know the true suffering of being nobody in the eyes of authority and power? And if you want to know what it means to be a nobody, walk in the streets of Jerusalem. Arabs and Jews, brothers and sisters, who pass each other on the street in total denial of the other's presence. They are nobody. Stand in the queues of the South African Social Security Grants Office to experience being that nobody. How many little ones, the minors, know the despair when their guardians and the gatekeepers of their shared resources feed only themselves while others go hungry? How many know the hurt of being relegated inferior, with the barbed comments about their disordered sexual orientation, their weight or strength or failures or looks? Do we see the winners up there, the ones with authority and power, the ones who've got it all together? These are the new kings of our day, who glory in their own light compared to our own little grey lives. The high titles and the high hats of those who stand on the podium of authority and law, but have forgotten the very author of their power. Perhaps we too flirt with the kingdom of this world. Perhaps we have forgotten that revelation of God in God's creation and in Holy Scripture. I am that I am not like you. Our intoxication and our addiction to the glory of the kings of this world has lasted millennia. Perhaps we have also invested our hope, our spirituality, and our religion in this worldly glory. Here in the empire of this world, we will find every word of relation, every word of Jesus, perverted to personal glory and the rot of subterfuge and control. 800 years before the Christ event, the prophets of God warned against our choice of worldly kingship and glory. When we place our hope in our own power and achievements, the illusion of our mind, then that hope will surely fade like the mist before the morning sun. Love always respects and obeys the will of the other. When we turn away from this great sovereign love, mangling and mashing love to our desires, our choice is always respected. But love is always there, waiting for us to return, to receive and to give. Let us hurry. The Lord grant you peace.